आज हम देखेंगे प्रॉब्लम्स बेस्ड ऑन ग्राफ. Today we will see the problems, numerical problems based on graph. This is the first question. The distance time graph is given. Time is in second, distance is in centimeter, and the graph is A, B, C and D. So first thing we have to calculate the speed of the body as it moves from A to B. When the body moves from A to B, then we have to calculate its speed. We have to calculate the speed of a body when the body moves from A to B. So in the previous video we have seen that slope of distance time graph gives the expression for speed. Slope of distance time graph gives the speed. Previously we have discussed that slope of a distance time graph gives the speed. So from A to B, what would be its slope? So distance covered from A to B. Distance, we have to find the speed of the body from A to B. So speed from A to B is equals to slope of graph AB. Slope of graph AB is equals to speed from A to B, and we know the slope of graph AB is given by perpendicular upon base. Name it E. So slope of AB is given by BE by AE. BE by AE. And what is BE? BE is the distance, because distance on y-axis. So started from 0, 1, 2, 3. So the value of BE is 3, and the value of AE from 2 to 5. So the difference between 2 and 5 is 3. 1, 2 and 3. So AE is also 3. It gets cancelled, and distance is in centimeter, time is in speed. So the speed from A to B comes to be 1 centimeter per second. So this is the first answer. Speed from A to B is equals to 1 centimeter per second, because speed is equals to slope of the graph, and slope of the graph AB is given by perpendicular upon base, BE upon AE. The value of BE is 3, the value of A is also 3, so it gets cancelled, and the speed from A to B is 1 centimeter per second. Next we have to calculate the speed from B to C. So from B to C, graph is a straight line. Graph is a straight line. From B to C, the graph is a straight line. parallel to time. Parallel to time. And if the distance time graph is parallel to the time axis, means its slope is 0. Slope is 0. Why slope is 0? Because graph is parallel to the time axis. If the graph of distance time or distance time graph is parallel to time axis, it means its slope is 0, and if the slope is 0, it means the speed in this region is 0. The speed equals to 0. So from B to C, the speed is 0. Body is at rest. The speed is 0 means body is at rest, because at point B the distance is 3 centimeter and at point C the distance is also 3 centimeter. It means body is not moving and the body is at rest. Its speed is 0. Why the body is at rest? Because the slope is 0. Why slope is 0? Because if the distance time graph is parallel to the time axis, it means its slope is 0. And here BC, distance time graph, is parallel to the time axis. It means its slope is 0. Slope is 0 means speed is 0. Speed is 0 means body is at rest. Body is at rest. Time is continuously changing, but there is no change in the position, in the distance covered by body. Now from C to D. So again from C to D, graph is a straight line inclined to the time axis and name it F. So from C to D, from C to D, again speed is found by calculating the slope. So speed from C to D equals to slope of CD, slope of graph CD, and slope of graph CD. Slope of graph CD is found by DF upon CF. DF upon CF. Now the value of DF 3 to 7 means from 3 to 7 there is gap of 4 centimeter. 4 and CF from 7 to 9 there is a gap of 2 seconds. From 7 to 9, 7 to 9 gap 2 seconds, and from F to D means 3 to 7 there is a gap of 4 centimeter. So it comes to be 2 centimeter per second. So from A to B the speed is 1 centimeter per second. From B to C the slope is 0 means speed is 0. From C to D the speed is 2 centimeter per second. So this is what about the first question. Now we will discuss the next question. Question number 2. This is the speed time graph. In question number 2, we have speed and time graph. In question number 2, we have speed and time graph. And the graph is OA, AB and BC. The time is given in second and speed is given in meter per second. The speed is in meter per second and time is in seconds. So the first question is, what type of motion represented by OA? So in a speed time graph, the straight line inclined to time axis, the straight line in a speed time graph, the straight line inclined to the time axis, sloping upward, gives the uniform acceleration. So what type of motion is represented by OA? What type of motion is represented by OA? So OA represents uniform acceleration. OA represents uniform acceleration. So OA represents uniform acceleration, sloping upward. There is a sloping upward. Sloping upward means its speed goes on increasing continuously. Speed goes on increasing continuously. It started from 0 and its speed goes on increasing continuously. It means it is sloping upward. And such type of graph, the graph inclined to the time axis and a straight line sloping upward, is the uniform acceleration. Now second question, what type of motion is represented by AB? What type of motion is represented by AB? So in the region AB, or from A to B, the speed is constant. From A to B, the speed is constant. So from A, what type of motion is represented by A? So in AB, the speed is constant. In AB, the speed is constant. Means there is a constant speed. In AB, the speed is constant. That is constant speed or uniform speed. So in the region from O to A, the graph OA represents uniform acceleration sloping upward, and from A to B means AB. In AB, the speed is constant. Means the motion is of constant speed or uniform speed. Third question, what type of motion is represented by BC? So BC is a straight line. sloping downward, because from B to C speed goes on decreasing. From B to C speed goes on decreasing. So from B to C speed goes on decreasing, and if there is a speed goes on decreasing, it means sloping downward. Sloping downward. So from B to C, the speed goes on decreasing, sloping downward. Therefore, it has uniform retardation. It has uniform retardation. It has uniform retardation. So from B to C, the graph is a straight line sloping downward. Why sloping downward? Because the speed goes on decreasing. So graph is a straight line, its nature sloping downward, and if there is a sloping downward, it means it has uniform retardation. It has uniform retardation, means negative acceleration. Now we have to find acceleration of the body. Acceleration means positive acceleration or uniform acceleration. Acceleration means positive acceleration, and retardation means uniform retardation. So in fourth part we have to find the acceleration of the body, and we know that in a speed time graph, slope of the graph equals to acceleration. Acceleration means positive acceleration or uniform acceleration. So in this region from O to A, since speed goes on increasing, therefore in this region there is a acceleration or uniform acceleration or positive acceleration. So the slope of this graph OA is equal to acceleration from O to A. So acceleration equals to slope of graph OA. Slope of graph OA. And slope is again given by perpendicular upon base, means AD upon OD, and AD is from 0 to 6, means 6 meter per second. The speed is 6 meter per second, and time is 4 seconds. So 6 by 4. This is 1.5, and the unit of acceleration is meter per second square. So the acceleration of the graph is 1.5 meter per second square, and we know slope of the graph is equals to acceleration. So the slope of graph OA is equals to AD upon OD, 6 by 4, which is 1.5. So the uniform acceleration or positive acceleration of the graph is 1.5 meter per second square. Now next step, fifth part, we have to calculate, find the retardation of the body. So from B to C there is retardation. From B to C there is retardation because speed goes on decreasing. So again, slope of graph BC is equals to retardation or negative acceleration is equals to slope of graph BC, and slope of graph BC is given by perpendicular upon base, means BE by CE. Again, BE is 6 from 0 to 6, and CE is from 10 to 60, that is also 6. So this comes to be 1 meter per second square. That is retardation. So retardation is 1 meter per second square. Retardation means negative acceleration or uniform retardation. Its speed goes on decreasing. Now sixth part. Find out the distance traveled by a body in a whole journey. So in a speed time graph, the area bounded by the graph is equals to distance covered by the body. In a speed time graph, distance covered is equals to area bounded by the graph. Distance covered is equals to area bounded by the graph. So we will find the complete area, means area OABC equals to area of region OABC. So OABC, this is it can be also written H. Area OABC is written H. Area of triangle. OAD. Area of triangle. OAD. Area of triangle OAB plus area of rectangle ABED plus area of rectangle ABED plus again area of triangle BEC. Area of triangle BEC. So area of triangle OAD is equals to half into base. Base is OD into height. Height is AD. Plus area of rectangle ABED equals to length into breadth, means AD into D. AD into D plus area of triangle BEC, again half into base means CE into height means PE. Now put the value half into OD. OD is 4 from 0 to 4 into AD. AD is 6 from 0 to 6 plus again AD is 6 and DE is also 6 from 4 to 10. There is a gap of 6 plus half into CE. The value of CE is from 10 to 60. There is a gap of 6 into BE. Again BEH. BE is equals to AD, which is equals to 6. So 2 into 3, 6. 2 into 2, 4. It comes 12 plus 36 plus 3 into 6, 18. 18 plus 12, 30 plus 36. That is 66 meter square. So the speed distance covered is area under the speed time graph. So the distance covered comes to be 66 meter. The distance covered is 60. In this video, we will continue the problems based on graph. We will continue the problems based on the graph. This is the third question, and there is a velocity time graph. Velocity is given in kilometer per hour and time is given in hour. So the body doesn't started from the zero. Its initial velocity is not zero. The body has started from point A, where its velocity is 20 km per hour. So in the graph, its initial velocity is not zero. It started from point A, where its initial velocity is 20 km per hour. It goes, the graph is AB from A to B, B to C, and from C to D. So first we have to calculate velocity of the body at point C. At point C, we have to find the velocity of the body. So we will see what is the velocity at point B. What is the velocity at point B? So at point B, the velocity of the body is 40 km per hour. At point B, the velocity is 40 km per hour, and from B to C, the body moves with constant velocity. So the answer of first part, velocity at point C. Velocity at point C is equals to 40 km per hour. At point B, the velocity is 40 km per hour, and from B to C, there is a constant velocity. Body is moving with constant velocity. So at point C, there is also 40 km per hour. The velocity is 40 km per hour. So now second part, acceleration acting on the body from A to B. What is the acceleration from A to B? So this is the graph. Graph AB is sloping upward. Graph AB is sloping upward. Why sloping upward? Because velocity goes on increasing. So second thing, we have to calculate acceleration. So velocity goes on increasing means there is a uniform acceleration or positive acceleration from A to B. There is a uniform acceleration or positive acceleration. So acceleration is equals to slope of the graph. Slope of the graph. And we have to find acceleration from A to B. So slope of the graph AB. And slope is calculated by perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular means BE and base means A. And the value of BE is from 20 to 40. This is 20 and the value of A is from 0 to 3. This is 3. So 20 by 3 kilometer per hour square. This is the acceleration of the body from A to B. Now we have to find acceleration acting on the body from B to C. So since from B to C the body is moving with constant velocity, and if the velocity is constant then acceleration is 0. So from B to C the body is moving. From B to C the body is moving with constant velocity. The body is moving with constant velocity. That is, acceleration is 0. Acceleration is 0 because there is no change in velocity. Body is moving with constant velocity, means there is no change in velocity, and it means the acceleration is 0. So first we have calculated velocity of the body at point C, acceleration from A to B, and acceleration acting on the body from C to D. Now second question, we have given a car is moving. A car is moving on a straight road with uniform acceleration. Uniform acceleration means positive acceleration. Positive acceleration means sloping upward. Sloping upward. So a car is moving on a straight road with uniform acceleration. The speed of the car varies with time. We have given the data. Time is given in second, speed in meter per second. So draw the speed time graph. So firstly we will draw the speed time graph from the following data. Time taken on x-axis and time is in second, and speed taken on y-axis and the speed is given in meter per second. So the time is from 0 to 10. So 0, 2 seconds, 4 seconds, 6 seconds, 8 seconds, and this is 10 seconds. And the speed is from 4 to 24. 4 meter per second, 8 meter per second, 12 meter per second, 16 meter per second, 20 meter per second, and 24 meter per second. The speed is in meter per second. So at time t equals to 0, the speed is 4. Means body is started from point A. Its speed is not 0. Its initial speed is not 0. So at time t equals to 0, the speed is 4. At time t equals to 2, the speed is 8 meter per second. So the graph is from A to B, and at time 4 seconds, the speed is 12. At time 4 seconds, the speed is 12. At time 6 seconds, the speed is 16 meter per second. At time 8 seconds, the speed is 20 meter per second. And at time 10 seconds, the speed is 24 meter per second. So this is the speed time graph. OAB. OAB and OAB and name it C. So this is the speed time graph. So first we have drawn second part. Calculate the acceleration of the car. So the graph is a straight line sloping upward. So acceleration is equals to slope of the graph. And slope is given by. Now draw a line parallel to the time axis. The graph was started from point P. So slope equals to, name it B. Perpendicular upon base means BD upon AB. And the value of BD from 4 to 24 means 20 meter per second. And the value of AD is 10. So it comes to be 2 meter per second square. This is the acceleration, and the acceleration is uniform. This is the uniform acceleration because it is a straight line sloping upward. Now we have to calculate the distance traveled by the car in 10 seconds. In 10 seconds, the distance traveled equals to area of the graph. So distance traveled in 10 seconds equals to area of graph. Area of the region bounded by the graph. Area of the region bounded by the graph means area of trapezium OABC. And area of trapezium equals to half into height. Height is OC into sum of parallel sides OA plus BC. So 1 by 2 into OC. The value of OC is 10. The value of OA is 4. And the value of BC is 24. The value of BC is 24. The value of BC is 24. So it comes to be half into 10 into 24 plus 4, 28, and 140 meter is the distance traveled by the car in 10 seconds. 140 meter is the distance traveled by the car in 10 seconds. And distance traveled is found by area of the region under the graph. Means area of trapezium OABC.